The first one was to simplify. The second one was to factorize. The third one was to solve the equation. And the fourth one was to solve the exponential equation. So these are some of the questions that you expect if you are doing ECZ in your exams. You definitely meet up questions where you need to factorize, simplify, and solve. So there are three things that you need to know under algebra. That is solve, factorize, simplify. So let's start with the first question. So we shall say solutions. Okay. So this is where we are putting our solutions. So for the first question here, it's 2x plus 3y minus 4x minus 2. So they wanted us to simplify. So how do you simplify? When it comes to simplification, order of operation must be considered, whereby you follow the BODMAS. Start with the brackets. Okay, get rid of the brackets. And how do we get rid of the brackets? By simply multiplying whatever is in front of the brackets by everything that is inside. So it will be 2 times x, that is 2x, 2 times 3y, that is 6y, 3 times, negative 3 times 4x, that is negative 12x. Negative and negative will give us a positive. 3 times 2, it's a 6. So that's the first step. We have gotten rid of the brackets. After getting rid of the brackets, we now group the like terms. We check, this one has got x. Which other term has got x? It's this one. So they can be together like this. Because they have similar terms. Variables. Next, we come to 6y. Do we have anything that has got y here? No. So this one will be alone. Next, we go to a 6. Do we have any other thing, any other term without a letter? No, it's just alone. So these will just maintain. We won't do anything to them. This one and this one. But for these, we have to do something. That will be 2x minus 12x, which will give us negative 10x plus 6y plus a 6 there. And this is how the solution was supposed to be. Okay. So for simplification, we're done. Let's now check on factorization. So remember, when they say factorize completely, they want you to factorize up to the end. Okay. So let's work it out and see what we're going to get. Okay, back to the second question, where we need to factorize completely. We have 3x power 2 minus 27. So how do we factorize this completely? So this is what we need to do. We check, is there anything that is found here and here? There is a 3 here, and 3 can go into 27. So 3 will be written outside, like this. Can you see what I've written? 3 is outside. And then we say 3 into 3x power 2. That is x power 2. What about 3 into negative 27? That is negative 9. Like that. So now from this stage, we write a 3. And then inside here, we've not finished. Because here they said completely. Inside here, when you see a power 2 and a minus sign, just tell yourself that you have not finished. If there was a plus here, we would have ended here. But now there's a minus and a power 2. We have to do this. I think you can see what I've done. I've not changed anything. I've just written this as 3 to the power 2. I know that 3 to the power 2, that is 3 times 3, will give us what? A 9. It's the same. And this is what we call difference of two squares. What we're going to do inside here. So it will be x minus 3, x plus a 3. This is our answer. So upon writing it like this, you get the bases, this and this, write it there, together with it, the sign which is here. And then in the next set of brackets, you just change the sign. It becomes plus. So this is how you are expected to answer a question like this one. So the Another question here, you can see this is a quadratic equation where we need to solve. So let's clean up, we solve, and see the solution that we're going to get. All right, so for this question, it's 2x power 2 plus x minus 3 is equal to 0. So we can solve this quadratic equation by factorization or completing the square method. But mostly in paper 1, we go by factorization method. So we are going to find two numbers such that when we multiply them, they give us what? They give us -6, and when we add them, they give us a 1. So here, all what you need to put in your mind is to identify the product and the sum. So the product will be this number times this number, it's -6. And then the sum will just be the number which is where x is, and that is the 1. So now, after identifying the sum and the product, you identify the factors. So factors will be two numbers. When you multiply them, they give you -6. And when you add them, they give you what? They give you a 1. And those numbers are 3 and -2. This is because when we say 3 times -2, we are getting a -6. 3 plus -2, we are getting a 1. So these are the factors and are the key numbers that we needed. So after identifying these factors, you come and copy the first term, which is this one, and where there is x here at B, position B, you substitute the factors. So start with the first one, you come to the second one, and then you copy this term is equal to 0. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I've just gotten this, put them where x is, these factors, and then including the x, just like that. You're done. So now from this stage, we can now factorize by grouping. So these two are grouped together, and these two are also grouped together. So we now look at this. What is it that is common here? It's x. So write x outside. X into x into 2x power 2. That is a 2x. And then x into 3x. That is just a 3. Here, what is it that is common? It's a -1. So x into -2x. That is 2x into this. I mean -1 into this. It's this into this. It's this right over here. So you can see we've got similar terms inside here. It means we are doing the right thing. So now, after reaching this stage, we copy what is in front of the brackets. You can see, after copying what is in front of the brackets, we get this term because they are the same. Just get 1. And then you say equal to 0. So now from this stage, we can say x minus 1 is equal to 0, or 2x plus 3 is also equal to 0. Lastly, we solve the equations. So when we solve this equation, the value of x will be 1. When we solve this equation, the value of x will be equal to -3 over a 2. So the answers were supposed to be x is equal to 1, x is equal to -3 over 2. Let's go now to the last question and see. Remember, this is just a breakdown of algebra exam questions which came in 2023 GCE, okay? This is what we'll be doing time and time, so make sure I watch up to the end, okay? So we're now on the last question where we needed to solve 5 power 3x is equal to 125. So all what we needed to do here is just to balance the bases. So this is like this, and then here it will be 5 to the power 3. So when the bases balance, you go to the powers. Get the powers, equate them, divide by -3, by -3, this and this will go, we shall remain with x, which is equal to -1. -3 into 3, it's -1, and this is our solution. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the support that you're giving me. If there's anybody you know, or if it's yourself watching right now and you'll be writing your GCE in 2024, this is the right time that you need to start the tuitions now with JS Learning Academy. Remember, we've got mathematics, English, science, civic education, we've got biology, we've got commerce, we've got RE. So get in touch with us so that we start coaching you. By the time you'll be writing your exams, you'll be ready for whichever paper, whichever setup that they'll bring in the exam, you'll be ready to write. So the number that you can WhatsApp or call us if you really want to do online tuitions with us as JS Learning Academy is right over here, 0969 17 57 01. Call this number or WhatsApp. We'll be able to give you the information which you need to know in order for you to be part of our online classes. Bye-bye.